So we started with the measurement of different quantities, and we have already finished how to convert the mass and the length from one unit to another unit. And in today's lecture, uh, we are going to discuss how to measure the temperature. And this I have already briefed in the previous lecture the relationship of the different temperatures, and these are usually three temperatures: Celsius, and simply we call it the centigrade, and it is the Kelvin, and the unit is capital K, and the other one, the third one is the Fahrenheit, and we name it the unit capital F. And these are the very simple formulas to convert one unit to another unit. So here again, I am just repeating this one because in detail we have already discussed to convert, let's suppose, to 0 centigrade to Kelvin or the Fahrenheit. But today we will do some exercise and I will engage you to convert one unit to another unit. So it is better if you take a picture of this slide in your mobile, or maybe you can write in your notebooks this very simple formula how to convert the, if the temperature is given in the centigrade, you are going to add 273 number with this one to convert into the Kelvin. And if the temperature is Kelvin is given, then you have to subtract 273 out of the Kelvin to convert into the centigrade. And these are the two units. When your Fahrenheit temperature is given, uh, then you can, sorry, the centigrade temperature is given. Yes, you have to put the centigrade over here. These are the constant values, 9F over 5C. This is just the unit cancellation method. You have to put your value over here, and then when you solve this one, multiply by 9 divided by 5, and then you have to add 32. This will directly convert the centigrade to the Fahrenheit. And similar to this one, if your temperature is given in the Fahrenheit, you have to put the value over here, and then these are the constant value, 5C over 9F, and 9F is going to be cancelled out, and again this is going to be cancelled out. What is left? Centigrade is left. So this will convert the unit from Fahrenheit to the centigrade. So there is only just the division, multiplication, summation, and the subtraction. There is nothing else is involved in this calculation. So first I am going to do myself one of the exercise, and then I will give you some of the exercise, and we will do mutually over here how to convert one unit to another unit. And this is also important over here. This is the relationship between the centigrade to the Kelvin. Let's suppose if the temperature in Fahrenheit is given and I ask to convert into the Kelvin, then first you have to give the value in the centigrade, and then you have to put the centigrade over here to convert into the Kelvin. So first you have to use this formula to put the value of the Fahrenheit over here to get the value of the centigrade, and then you will put the value of the centigrade over here to convert into the Kelvin. And this will be the vice versa. If the Kelvin is given, then you have to first to calculate in centigrade, and then to put the centigrade over here to the Fahrenheit. So there is no direct conversion from Kelvin to the Fahrenheit, or Fahrenheit to the Kelvin, or centigrade to the Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to the centigrade. So this is the intermediate formula. So this is very simple. Don't worry about the this one conversion. Let's suppose I am doing myself over here. The melting point of the table salt, that means sodium chloride you are using at home, is having a 1474 Fahrenheit temperature. What temperature is this on Celsius and the Kelvin scale? So both are given over here. First, I am going to just keep with me. First, we are going to calculate the Celsius, and again, there is no direct conversion between the centigrade. Fiza, mute your mic, please. It is going to disturb. The melting point, the first is the, okay. So now the Fahrenheit is given. Again, if I do not ask to convert into centigrade, if I ask directly convert this Fahrenheit temperature to the Kelvin, again, first you have to calculate in Celsius because there is no direct conversion from the Fahrenheit to the Kelvin. So first you have to calculate in the Celsius, and then from Celsius you can convert into the Kelvin. So these are only the three formulas we are using. The first is this Fahrenheit to the Celsius because there is no direct conversion from Fahrenheit to the Kelvin. So this is the formula you are going to use, Fahrenheit to the Celsius, because the Fahrenheit is given. You just put the value of Fahrenheit over here, then you can just solve, multiply, divide, and minus. That will give you the value of in centigrade. So this is the way how can you calculate, and this is the unknown value of your is this. You have to put the 1474 over here in this formula, and then first you have to actually over here is, first you have to subtract this value from this, then you must multiply the with the 5 and divide by the 9. So this is the mathematical rule, because this is the one value, this minus this, and this whole is going to multiply with 5 and dividing by the 9. And if you first multiply by 5 and divide by 9, that is the wrong calculation, because this is going to be subtracted first from this value. So again, the answer is written over here. So when you solve this one, you can do yourself in your notebooks by using your mobile or the calculator. Now the value, first value is the 801 centigrade. Now this you have done to convert the temperature into Celsius. Now what would be the value in Kelvin? And these are the formulas we are using. And remember, the centigrade is given, so you have to use the first one formula. The value of centigrade, temperature in centigrade is given. You have to just put up the value over here, then add up 273. That will directly convert to the Kelvin. So this is the answer of this one, 801. We have already calculated, and by using this formula you have to add 273. That will be equal to 1074 Kelvin. So this is the actually all about the conversion of the temperature. Maybe now we will use some of the indirect conversion or the direct conversion from Fahrenheit to the Celsius, or Celsius to the Fahrenheit. Again, must remember, if I do not ask the conversion of the temperature from Fahrenheit to the Celsius, and I only ask to convert the Fahrenheit to the Kelvin, then there is no direct conversion. First, you already have to calculate the Fahrenheit to the Celsius and then to convert into the Kelvin. So I know I am going to do some exercise over here. And before doing the exercise, if you want to ask some question, please ask. So this is all about the exercise, and you can convert one temperature to another temperature by using the specific formulas.